What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Average Bros Podcast 2.0. I'm Miguel,
I'm Terry.
and we're back for another episode for you guys. Welcome back, y'all. How are you guys? We hope you're doing well. Care, how are you, bro? What's going on? What's new in the world?
I'm chilling. Can I tell you something I realized this week?
What's up, brother?
All right. Thinking out loud, this is
Okay.
gonna sound crazy,
Okay.
but bro, I kind of want a kid.
All right, y'all. Hold on. Let me tell you something. There were a million ways you could have went. Like, we could have went with this right now. I did not expect that. Like, if you were to ask me, like, oh, like, what is Carrie gonna bring up right now?
Yeah.
You have one chance. It would take me at least 100 to say you want a kid right now.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
we don't talk about this. And for all you out there, like I'm by no means am I close to having a kid. I'm not even in a relationship or anything like that.
You know?
Hey yo, but like I feel like recently, because with coaching, I see parents a lot
Okay.
and what they have to do.
Oh,
Because
okay.
we were kids, like
Yeah.
everyone's a kid,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I feel like I didn't realize the stuff that parents do.
Okay.
Like, because I come straight from work to practice.
Sure.
And I'm like, yo, I'm just like getting here. I'm like tired.
Mm.
But there's parents with multiple kids that are already there. Like,
Okay.
I'm like, yo, what time do you guys work? Like, how you guys
Yeah,
doing
like,
this?
yeah.
They got to go home to kids like that.
Uh.
But basically, I enjoy working with the kids in basketball, the second
Oh.
graders.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I just like, for that 2 hours, I'm like, I want a kid. But I don't get to go home to that. So
That's
I'm
fair.
like,
That's fair.
I'm sure it's a lot, you
Well,
know?
here's the thing, bro. I always believed is
Uh-huh.
that if I know y'all will agree, I think Carrie would be a great parent.
Hey, I appreciate
So
that.
I could definitely see you with a kid or a couple kids. I think you'd be a great parent.
I'd be
I'm
like,
not surprised that you say that, but I'm shocked a better word that you just
well, yeah, we just start like, like,
Yeah.
how you doing?
Yeah, what's
And,
good? You're like,
yeah.
I want a kid, bro.
But like, I'm not ready for one by
Sure,
no
sure.
means.
Mhm.
It's just like, like, like people want a dog.
Yeah.
I could have said that,
Yeah.
which I could.
I
I
guess
do
you
want
yeah,
a
you
dog.
could, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I think it's just crazy that, you know, when we were kids, you take it for granted what your parents have to do because they're your parents. And you
Yeah.
just expect them to do those things.
But here's another thing. As a kid, did you think that all adults were like, so like in my mind as a kid, I was like, probably at that time there's like the police. They're
Yeah.
like, shoot, like you're in trouble if the police.
Yes, if the police are pulling up.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then next, it was like parents.
Yes.
Like, especially when I was a little kid.
Yeah, yeah.
But now I'm realizing, because especially when I'm coaching these kids,
Yeah.
like a lot of parents are just making stuff up as they go. Not that they don't know anything, but like in the moment, it's every parent's a first time parent
Oh,
at
yeah.
one point.
Yeah, at one point, yeah.
So it's like you just saying whatever.
And I'm gonna bounce off this too.
Yeah.
What's funny is as you get older, you start to really realize the value of just like faking it till you make it, man. Like
I think that applies to everything.
To everything in life.
Yeah.
Just like if you go into something confident and you
Uh-huh.
have some sort of knowledge, as long as you're not clueless.
Yeah.
But if you're confident and you have a little bit of a knowledge and you trust your gut with your decisions, a lot of the times people will just follow you because you look like you know what you're doing.
I just saw this thing that actors, when they audition,
Uh-huh.
every actor lies during their audition because they'd be asking like, oh, like, do you know how to ride like a bike? Like, have you ever done like stunts before? And like the clip was like some actor being like not an athletic dude, never rode a bike in his life.
Yeah.
But every time he's gonna say yes. Like, oh yeah, I could do that.
Because
Like,
then you just figure it out as you go along.
yeah, otherwise you won't get the role.
That's facts.
But like people can't do that
Not
in their job.
Yeah, not in their job, no. But so much of life, like especially like in your outside of work life, even if you're in work and you're taking on your responsibilities, just being confident in what you can do.
But yeah.
It can apply there too. But with kids or just life decisions, I feel like you just got to be confident and make the decisions that are in your gut.
Yeah.
And then go for it. And I feel like that's how so many parents operate is, you can get advice from,
Right.
books or, podcasts or, other
Not
parents.
just us giving parenting advice.
God. When we get there, y'all will see.
We have a little homies
the little homies here. What's up? Yeah, can you say something? He's like, goo goo. Yeah, he's speaking.
That's bad.
I had a patient, let me tell you this real quick.
Uh-huh.
I had a patient tell me, um, to be, uh, above someone at work,
Uh-huh.
all you have to do is know 10% more than the other guy, and that's it. And then all of a sudden you're a leader or like you just have to know a little bit more.
That's true.
And it's funny because when you're younger, you think like, "Oh, like, this manager must know a lot more than, like, the people that he manages."
Right, like, if it was my first day somewhere and I see someone as a manager,
Yeah,
I'm like, "Oh, shoot," like, they're the most experienced person here
exactly.
in my mind.
But a lot of those times is, you know, that person either is just confident and they have a good base of knowledge.
Yeah, or maybe they don't even know anything, but they're just really confident,
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah.
There was this is one of my last take here is I saw a tweet that said, "It's crazy how so much of your we don't ours is a little different because 'cause we're PTs,
Uh-huh.
but it was that it's crazy that so much of your, success at work is just determined by your likability." Like, if you're just, like, a cool guy and, you're confident and you get your job done, then chances are you'll do pretty good.
I think that's anywhere.
Yeah.
Like
Mhm.
like, not to be stereotypical, but I feel like if you're super likable, no
Yeah.
matter what you'll do, like, you're kinda, like, successful.
Yeah.
Like, you just step ahead low key,
Yeah. Just because 'cause you're likable.
and it continues, yeah.
Yeah, it just kinda progresses on.
Yeah. So
It's
how do we
interesting.
be likable?
That's an interesting question, bro. But that leads me into a great new segment, bro. Do you hear that?
Dude,
What is
what is
that? Do
that?
you hear that? I've never heard that before. That ringing. Wait, it's hold on. It's the hot take
Hey.
hotline. You know what I'm saying? This is our first time doing this segment. It's called Hot Take
Mhm.
Hotline. Me and Kara are just gonna kind of spitball some hot takes at each other, and we're gonna give our opinions for you guys. And we'd love to hear what you guys think. So make sure you leave a comment below or let us know what you think on our social medias.
Yeah. Hey, alright, first one.
Okay.
Texting has ruined modern day dating.
Ooh, I somewhat agree with that, bro.
Why?
Because so back then, I mean, because if you watch like old movies, old TV, whatever,
Uh-huh.
it's always like, oh, he hasn't called me, or
Right?
she hasn't called, so I
Uh-huh.
don't know if they're into me.
Yeah.
And that timeline was
Yeah.
longer. It was like,
Like, in between, you mean?
yeah, it was like, oh, we went on a date last night.
Uh-huh.
He hasn't called me in 2 days.
Right, because 'cause they'll always be like, "Oh, I'll call you."
Yeah, I'll call you, or he hasn't called me in a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
timeline was a little longer.
yeah.
Whereas now it's like, oh, he didn't text me like right after I got dropped off or the next
Morning.
morning or
Right.
whatever, or they didn't text me the next day.
Yeah, yeah.
So even though I guess you can look at it as a pro that it speeds things up,
Uh-huh,
it's kind of tough cuz it does move really fast.
uh-huh.
Cuz then it also gives people very much the ability to just like I guess the phone call you could ghost, but the text is just so much more. I don't know if it's like apparent because then people can just ghost. You can like see all these messages you sent and it's just nothing.
And you don't have to react,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
'Cause, like, normally, I feel like if people called, they left a voicemail,
Yeah.
and then it's like, you at least hear that,
Yeah.
and then they might try calling a few more times, and I guess that's how you know you got ghosted.
Yeah.
Oh, did ghosting always exist, do you
I
think?
guess I guess that's true. I guess
It must have.
ghosting has always existed. I'm sure even in
Like,
the
cavemen,
caveman days, bro,
like,
they probably just like hid in the cave and were like,
yeah,
"Low, I'm not
yo.
home, low key."
It turned off the fire,
Yeah, like,
like,
oh,
no one's home, like, we moved out last week,
oh,
you
no
know?
one's here, no one's home. Sorry, I
Uh,
migrated.
yeah, 'cause, before calling, there was letters,
Yeah, and there's letters.
which that I think if I lived in that timeline, knowing
Uh-huh.
what I know now,
Yeah.
I would not make it.
What do you
Because I'd be like if I wrote someone,
uh-huh.
I'd be like if they didn't reply, I'd be like, "Ah, bro, it got lost in the mail." Like,
Oh,
there's no way
no,
they reply.
there's no way, bro.
It's
I'm just too smooth with
like,
it.
bro, this messenger, oh, come on, got lost.
There's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
I hear that. Actually, that's crazy. So I think if I were to put an origination for is that even a word?
I like
Origination?
it, I went with it.
Let's say it's a word.
Yeah.
Just be confident. Ghosting has probably been around probably since like I would just go back to at least the prehistoric days.
Yeah, like
It has to have been.
yeah.
Like humans, they probably as well. Oh, I don't want this conflict.
Like even it was probably even the same before humans.
You think you? Let's get really crazy.
Yeah, let's take it back.
You think animals ghost each other?
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah. Because I think anyone that mates,
Uh huh.
like that's a part of their life
Uh huh.
cycle.
Uh-huh.
It's got to be there.
There's got to
Like,
be some sort
because
of
there's always
ghosting.
you ever see those animal shows or whatever
Okay.
where they have like these animals have like mating calls or mating
Sure. Sure.
dances,
Yeah, you're right.
or they fight
Like a
for
peacock got the
yeah, they got those
you know that.
feathers, or
Yeah.
they do a little fight for
Mhm.
the female.
Mm.
Definitely the female, like low key been like to this one, let's say peacock, like,
Yeah.
yo,
Yeah.
hey, next week when it's that time, like we should, just call my name or something,
Oh
right?
shoot.
But
Yeah.
then some other random peacock with bigger feathers or
Yeah.
whatever, more colorful,
Yeah.
comes by and then it's just over. And
That's
homie's like, What happened to our plan? You
yo.
know?
I thought we had something.
Yeah, that's low key, like
That's
right
low key.
there.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't see this. I just
Okay.
realized.
All
Yeah.
right.
Okay, here. Let me.
Do you want to say the next one?
Yeah, I'll just say
Okay.
it. All right, Kara. I think this is a fitting one for me right
Oh
now.
yeah. What's up?
It's that pickup basketball
Mm-hmm.
has more politics than real basketball.
Okay. I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I agree too.
I think you for sure, because you see this like almost on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
Shout out regular hoops.
Shout out regular hoops. What's
Um,
up?
but 100%. And I'm gonna say because I think like regulated basketball, like an official game or something,
Mm-hmm.
is just has more. It's more official.
It's more structured.
Yeah, that's a better word.
Yeah.
More structured.
There is because, and here's what let me tell you where all the drama lies. Is that when you have a structured like official basketball game,
Yeah.
you have officials, you have refs,
Right.
and they lay the rules down.
And I get the final say.
Yes, like something is decided that
Everyone respects that.
yes, everyone has
Yeah.
to go with that,
Yeah.
and there's like 2 or 3 refs at a time.
Yeah.
So like, I mean, every call is subjective,
Yeah.
but there's only those many minds together.
Yeah.
Whereas in pickup ball, everyone has their own mind and they're calling their own fouls and their own calls
Yeah.
and stuff. So it's hard to not have drama when you have guys that everyone wants to believe they're right, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
then you got like multiple opinions. No one's really like the head honcho.
Yes.
Or if people are trying to be, then
Yes.
it's like, nah, like who's gonna listen to
Who's
you?
this guy?
Like,
Yeah,
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 why?
yeah.
Like, who's
Yeah.
gonna listen to this guy?
Exactly.
Or like, if they have to pick teams, it's
Mhm.
like, why are we picking up this dude?
Exactly.
Or like, nah, we want to play with these guys.
Yeah.
Or like, all these homies came together,
Yeah.
and it's like, dang, it's like we got to vote or something.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly.
Like,
It's there's just a lot of
there's a lot more like uncertain or
just like uncertainty.
yeah.
Cause even like in pickup ball, like let's say the level of competition is a little different.
Yeah, that's true.
It can cause a little ruffle too, where it's like, oh dang, this guy's really good, but we're just playing pickup ball.
Yeah.
But then if that's how it is in like a structured game, then it's like, oh dang, they got this really good guy. Like we gotta like do something
Let's
about it.
like double team
Yeah,
or
like but
focus,
like
change our game plan.
exactly, yeah. But
Yeah.
pickup ball is just like, oh dang, like who is this dude? Or then vice versa. Like if everyone's really good, but there's this one guy, then it's like in pickup ball, you want everyone needs to get some sort of run.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that everyone's got to play. But low key, if like let's say you're on a good team and then you're playing a really good other team, maybe some of the guys that like are good but they're not super good would have to sit for a little bit more.
Yeah.
Then that's just normal. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's there's just so many politics with pickup ball sometimes
Mhm.
that's why I like regular hoops because it's called
Hey.
the regular hoops. So we
Yeah.
just try to keep it chill,
Casual.
keep it nice with the guys, and
Yeah.
nothing too crazy. So
Yeah.
yeah, but I definitely do agree with that. There sometimes
too.
with
I agree too.
politics with pickup balls, so
Rest days are harder mentally than workout days.
ooh. What do you mean by workout days? Like am I working that day? Like or am I like exercising?
We'll go both. Let's say it's like you're into a physical activity, and
Mhm.
so out there, if you have like practice or you got like you go to the gym or
Mhm.
some hobby that you do,
Sure.
we'll say that versus like I'll just go home and relax,
Okay.
whatever. And then we'll say a full working day. Like if you don't do physical activity, maybe we'll compare a work day to a weekend where
Okay.
you got nothing planned. Because I could see sometimes nothing planned to be a
Yeah.
little harder mentally.
Yeah.
Like, oh shoot, what do I do with this time? Than like
Uh-huh.
that structure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I would definitely say that sometimes rest days, I don't get me wrong, I think rest days are incredible.
Yeah.
But sometimes rest and they're needed, but sometimes when you have too much of a of a nothing,
Uh huh.
it can really, especially if you're indecisive, it can really make you
Ooh,
like it can
I
really
got
challenge
you.
you.
It starts like there's a good balance point because when it gets
Mhm.
too far, I feel like kind of switches
Yeah.
and then it's almost like a negative
Yes.
and then you kind of spiral in the mind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, I don't know about you, but sometimes I'll be like, am I using my time wisely? Like, am I wasting my time right now? I know I say I need rest, but
Yeah.
at one point does I'm resting turn into like I'm just being not lazy, but I'm just like not motivated right now.
Yeah.
You know? So
It's
that's
like
where that fine line kind of hops in. Like I think I mentioned it like in about inertia, like when you're
ooh,
moving, usually you keep moving,
yeah.
but when you stop, sometimes the hardest part is getting yourself to
Yeah,
get moving
'cause
again.
you need rest, but you can't rest for too long or else
Exactly.
you're not gonna move.
Lose your momentum,
Yeah,
you
I
know?
totally felt that when I was with my Achilles, because I
Yeah.
was like, "Oh, this is chilling. I could
Yeah.
watch whatever I want."
Yes.
Like, I had more time to
Mhm.
chill,
Mm.
and then I was like, "Oh, I got too much time to chill."
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like too much, that with anything, it's too
Yeah.
much good stuff isn't always a good thing.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. What what is the duration of time for you that you feel like you start to dip from I'm resting into
Uh-huh.
like I'm becoming like less motivated or stagnant?
Gotcha. I would have to say probably like 4 years.
4 years, damn, yeah,
Yeah,
me
like
too. I was gonna
college
say
when I
somewhere around
was yeah, I
yeah.
could because 4 years is like college, high
Yeah.
school,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So that's
Yeah, that's
not
about that
good.
time. I was like, "That's pretty short."
Um, I would say well, it's different because we're working, I think.
Sure, sure.
So, if I had the full weekend of rest, I'll say 3 days.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, it depends
4
on the
days, yeah.
week. But yeah, that's a good
4 days when it starts to get a little dangerous, you
uh-huh.
can start to be like, "Okay, like, what's going
I'll tell you if I reach like 5,
Mm,
then I get into because I would say I'm, typically more lazy than you. That's just in my opinion,
sure,
in my
sure.
mind.
Okay, okay.
So if I hit that 5, I'm not locked in my house, but, like,
Yeah,
I'm, like, chilling.
yeah.
I'm not motivated, not gonna work
Yeah.
out, not I'm just, like, playing video games or watching TV.
Yeah, you're on the hermit
Yeah, I
vibe.
kinda yeah, like a bum,
Okay,
not
okay.
that that's a bummy thing
That's
to
not a
do,
bumpy thing to do, but
but,
y
I'm in that, like, I'm
yeah.
sinking into this couch, you
Yeah,
know?
like you sinking into the
Yeah,
couch right
yeah,
now.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, no, I see that, yeah. For me, like, 3 to 4 days, that's where it starts to get a little dicey,
Uh-huh.
That's why I think it's even if it's just a little plan, like, "Oh, Imma go grab, we're just gonna go grab lunch, like, we're gonna pick
Yeah,
up some burgers or something, like,
yeah,
whatever." I
yeah,
think that's so important just to kinda break up those rest
yeah.
days.
Can I ask,
Okay.
in your life,
Uh.
when's the longest period you've gone without taking a shower?
Oh, that's a great question, bro. Probably at some point when I was in the Philippines.
Oh, is it just
Yeah.
'cause you're on vacation or
Yeah, yeah, you're on vacation, you're kinda just chilling, but you get so sweaty in the Philippines, so I do shower. It's either, like, you shower a lot or you don't, or you
Uh-huh.
just, like, miss a shower. I'd probably say I'd probably say 2 days?
Okay, it's like a full 48
Yeah, like a
hours?
full 40 like, I showered let's say I showered on Friday,
Shout out on Friday.
like, I didn't shower on Saturday or Sunday.
Check.
Yeah,
Okay,
you know what I'm
okay.
saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, that's
What
pretty
about what
good.
about you?
Dude, mine's kinda bad.
Was it Can I
Uh,
guess?
oh, yeah, yeah, okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna say 6 days.
Oh, shoot, bro, it's not that bad.
Oh, was that
Not that that's
I was
bad, I
expecting the
mean,
worst,
low-key,
bro. You
that's
started
kinda
saying
bad.
you wanted a kid when you started. I was just trying to get
That's true, that's
yeah,
true. Yeah, I
that's
started this podcast
shocking.
kinda yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's probably, like, 3 to 4.
Okay.
This is back in high school, like,
Yeah.
summertime. This is peak, like,
Peak
summer
chill
vibes.
mode.
Like, I'm just gaming. This is
Summertime.
when I was gaming till the sun came up, and
I
by
mi
that point,
I miss that carry, man.
it's
Ugh.
like, why shower? I didn't really do anything. That
Yeah.
was my mindset back then. Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't do anything.
yeah,
I'm not going anywhere.
yeah.
I don't need a shower. I'm gonna wake up and do the same thing tomorrow. I don't
Uh,
need a shower again. It's the same thing.
it's the same
It's
thing.
the same
Imma
thing.
do the same thing and I'm chilling.
Exactly.
I can see that.
Yeah, so
I think mine was probably in this like something like that too. Like I didn't like showering when I was a kid. I thought it was like way too much. Like it was a waste of time. Like I didn't
mhm,
want to do it.
mhm.
Now I love showers. I
What
can't.
about baths?
I love a bath, bro.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness, I got my bath stuff in my bathroom right now. But no, I think it was definitely
We
something live from the tub. Yeah, no, I think yeah. Sometimes some chill summer mode where I was just ready to just chill out.
Alright, bro. Let me ask you something.
What's good?
We kinda touched on this a little bit earlier,
Okay.
like parenting, and now that we're a little grown up, we've
Mm-hmm.
seen things from a different point of view.
Mm,
What's something that you think in today's age that people pretend to like that they
mm.
don't actually like? Like, so some like an example,
Okay.
networking events or
Networking events,
conference, something like
conferences.
yeah,
I can say definitely at some point because a conference is so long. There's gonna be times in the conference that you don't enjoy.
yeah.
I think a lot of a conference is like to say you were at the
Like I
conference.
went,
I went. Look at me. I'm like I'm on my business. I'm building.
yeah.
When it's like, how much did you really do at the conference?
Like I'll probably say there's probably like 20% of the people that go that actually really
That
like it.
really like it, like
Like
that really squeezed the
they
juice
look
out of it.
forward to
Yeah,
it. They did the
yeah,
most. Maybe they're a part of it.
yeah. Mhm,
The
mhm.
other I would say another like 50% are just
Yeah.
looking for like after events or hanging out, like getting to meet the people
Yes.
afterward, hanging out with friends,
Yes.
whatever, or
Yes.
travel.
And shout like well, because from our opinion, from my,
Uh-huh.
my point of view, is
Mhm.
the PT conference, the annual
Mm.
PT
Mhm.
conference.
Mhm.
Shout out to all my PTs out there. If you've been to
Yo.
a CSM,
Yep, yep.
um, I think CSM is like for us, it's a good event. It's a fun time. But of course, there's gonna be some times where you're like, oh, I'm tired. Like this is a lot, Especially the farther you get out of school,
Uh-huh.
it's like to be back in the learning space. It gets a little
That's
hiring.
true.
Yeah,
Yep.
So, but the after stuff is always what we look for, where it's like
Mhm.
good to see old friends,
Catch
old
up.
colleagues
Yeah.
again, catch up,
Yeah.
go to like all the fun like not networking events, but like where you see people that
Yeah, the
like you
social
might yeah, the
stuff.
social stuff where you
Yeah.
guys might meet up at a bar or
Yeah.
have something. I
Yeah.
think those are the fun times that everyone looks forward to. Whereas like the actual conference is more like just a vehicle to get everyone there
Hmm.
in the same
An
place.
automobile.
Yeah, an automobile,
Okay.
you
Okay.
know?
I like that. I
Yeah.
like
Alright, bro, what about baby showers?
you just saying that because I said
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, I'm hating now. Like I said, y'all, low key, I'm a hater.
okay, so I don't know if this is
Mm,
like biased
mm,
because I'm a guy
mm.
and like, because I feel like for females, I would think it's a bigger thing. I've never been to one.
You never been to a baby shower?
I've never been, so I feel like I really
Really?
can't say. But
Okay.
I'ma say that like from a guy's perspective,
Mm.
unless it's your baby, like it's like not a like I would pretend to like it. Like I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh yeah, I got this
Yeah,
baby. Yeah.
yeah.
But I'm there.
You're chilling.
Yeah.
Let me tell you this.
Yeah.
I think there are certain things, certain events
Mm-hmm.
where you don't need as much lift to make it fun. Maybe I'm biased, but like a movie night.
Okay.
Like, cause then or a game night. All you need is the games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like the movie. All you need is a movie. You can provide some snacks and
Yeah.
stuff, and it'll be a fun time no matter what.
Yeah.
Whereas like with a baby shower, you gotta
Uh-huh.
have like all this stuff. You gotta have like games.
Uh,
You gotta have food.
uh-huh.
You gotta have entertainment. And
Yeah.
usually there's gonna be a lot of other kids. So you gotta have entertainment for the kids.
Because there's no baby
Exactly. And
yet.
usually the baby shower is a lot of groups of people that don't really know each other.
True. They just know the one
They
person.
know the one person,
Yeah.
so
But
that's
no one
when
knows the baby yet.
exactly no one knows the baby yet. So
Yeah.
like it's hard to kind of get a whole group vibe
Yeah.
because it's a lot of different pockets of people's lives.
Yeah.
Whereas like other events are like, oh, it's probably because they all know each other, they're together.
Yeah. That's
So
true.
that's the only thing. Needless to say though, I do it. I've been to only a couple baby showers,
Mm-hmm.
and now that I'm older,
You
I
enjoy it.
enjoy them. When I was younger, I'm like,
I
what?
feel like
Yeah,
yeah, that's your type
yeah.
of vibe. What would you feel worse missing?
Mm.
your like a really close friend or family member's
Mm,
baby shower
mhm.
or wedding?
Oh, probably probably the wedding.
Mm.
I understand, like, the baby shower is, like, a monumental moment. Like,
Mhm.
it's like, oh, you're having a kid, like, that's
Mhm.
gonna change your life, you
Yeah,
know?
they're only gonna have that kid once, like
Yeah,
that
that kid.
specific kid.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the wedding is so it's a beautiful moment. I think
Uh-huh.
the wedding is a beautiful moment,
Okay.
so I'd feel bad to miss that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
if I
feel it,
had to
I
miss
feel
a
it.
wedding.
I feel it.
But
Okay.
yeah. Mhm.
What about oh, do you have something on that?
I was gonna yeah,
Okay.
go ahead.
Alright. What about, since we're on parenting,
Yeah.
a parent-teacher conference
Oh,
or back to school night?
oh my. I'm glad you brought this up, bro. I don't think anyone enjoys a back to school night. Well,
It
on the inside is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I think people are excited to go,
Yeah.
but I don't think anyone's ever, like, stoked to be there.
'Cause they probably gotta rush from work if they're working.
Mhm,
They
mhm.
gotta find someone to help their kid because the
Yes.
kids don't go to that.
Uh-huh,
As a
uh-huh.
kid, I remember I loved it because, like, I think you get out of school early
Yes.
or maybe,
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
um, and then you could go whatever kids do.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
But as a parent, you're like, "Oh, I gotta be at here at this time, gotta figure
Yes.
out that." Parking's not the best at the schools that do that
Mhm.
because it's not like high school where people drive.
Yeah. Uh-uh.
Um, and then it's like, I'm just in I don't know these parents, most of them,
Yeah.
it's like
It's like my kids know their kids,
yeah,
but I don't really interact with these people ever.
yeah,
Yeah. And it's like, what are you gonna how much are you gonna learn at the back to school night? I guess you can see where your kids are learning, which is cool,
yeah.
but how much are you gonna are you gonna be like, what's your curriculum? What are you teaching? No, you're not. You're just gonna be like, oh, cool, that's where my kid learns.
Yeah,
That's it.
I remember did you want your parents to go to that stuff? Because I remember in elementary school, they probably made us do, like, arts and crafts or
Yeah.
something to, like, decorate the room for
Yeah.
those types of things
Uh-huh.
and show off
Yeah.
whatever we're doing.
Yeah.
Were you excited for that or
Bro, because especially when it was the artistic stuff,
Uh-huh.
I was not an artistic kid. So I used to put up some BS on the like it was ugly, like like because it would be all up on the walls
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
And I'd always see my thing, and I'd be like, dude, like we'd make a whatever. Like let's say we had to make. I have this one year where I remember we had to make draw like a crab cartoon
Okay.
for whatever reason,
Yeah.
and it was I think we had like an under the sea theme or something.
Ooh, okay, shout out Ariel.
Shout out Ariel. And then we had to like I think we had to draw Sebastian of some sort,
Ooh.
the crab. And bro, mine sucked. Like I remember being like, "Oh my god, like wow, like there's some artistic kids
Yeah,
in this room
and
right
then there
now."
was you.
And then mine looked like buns, bro. And I was like, "Shoot, like you know how this is my name,
Yeah,
Miguel,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it's got like this crab and like the five crabs
Yeah,
around me look
yeah,
amazing." And I'm like, "Shit, like mine looks kind of ugly."
yeah,
I'm off in the corner,
yeah.
Shoot. So that's why I wasn't the most stoked with that.
I
Of course,
would if
when we got older, I was cool with it because it's not like we were showing off like that.
Oh,
But
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Then it becomes more curriculum based,
yes,
I feel like. But that'd be
yeah,
so like, if I was your parent, I'd straight up just, like, just laugh. Like, I'll bring
yeah,
it home
yeah.
and
And you're like,
"Who did
yo,
this?"
yo, did you do this? Okay, I got another one for you.
Uh-huh.
Listening to an album all the way through in
Mm.
one take.
I think it's 50-50
Why do you say that?
because, I feel like some people live for that stuff.
That's fair. Some people live for that
Like,
moment. Yeah.
especially if it's their favorite artist, and
Hmm.
some artists, especially, they have it in a specific order, or
Yeah.
maybe they're trying to convey a message or
Hmm.
storytelling or whatever, and so, like, I feel like people, like, live for that.
Hmm.
The other side, um, they might even, like, shuffle from the beginning, they
Yeah.
might just listen to a few songs, or, life's so busy nowadays,
Mm.
they might not care. So
Well,
that's why it's so split for me.
why I bring this up, bro,
Uh-huh.
is because I had this good conversation with one of my patients. Is
Mhm.
the attention span these days? So
Mhm.
back when, like, obviously everyone still makes albums,
Mhm.
but before like Spotify and all that stuff,
Mhm.
um, it was harder to like skim through records. Like it was like skip songs like on the CD, whatever.
True.
You had to like really listen to the song to give it a chance.
True.
So now people's attention spans are so short
Yeah.
that a whole album feels way too long.
Yes,
And
I
now it's
agree.
like, oh, I got like 2, 3 songs in me,
Unless it's good for me.
unless it's good.
But
But
that's like now I watch YouTube,
yeah.
like I press down my finger 2 times speed.
Oh, is that bad?
Like
Because I do the same thing.
like if I'm listening to a podcast, if I listen to our
Yes.
I put in like 1.5
1.5.
sometimes to
Yeah. 2 times speed. Like for
yeah.
YouTube, I'm always holding it down.
Yeah, like I'm glad like Instagram brought it finally. Just like TikTok has it, and now everyone has it where you can
Yeah.
like.
YouTube doesn't have it yet on their shorts. That
Oh,
you
okay.
can't
I don't watch that.
you can't
Yeah,
hold it down yet
yeah.
to go fast.
Uh-huh.
So YouTube get on that.
Do you
But
think off of that, do you think technology has changed how people perceive time? Like like as a kid, right?
Mhm.
When I heard 5 years,
Mm.
like, that seemed like so long. Like,
Forever.
I'm like, "Oh, we're in 1st grade," like, that 5th grade is a long time
Yes, that's
away.
a long time away.
Summers feel, like, pretty long. At that time, probably not
Yeah.
long enough, but it was
Mhm.
like the days feel longer,
Yes.
whereas now, like, I feel like you could look at your phone and hours gone by. Like, you could, like,
Easily.
watch, videos that didn't exist back then and
Yes.
2 hours gone by, you
Yes.
know?
It's 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 very like this is one of the most interesting things I think is just like perception of time.
Yeah.
It's when you're a kid, everything feels so long. Like everything feels so drawn out. Like if you're like, oh, I got an hour left of class, it's like, oh my God, I got
I
another
think
hour.
everyone's been through that moment
Yes.
where you're like, "Ah, shoot, an hour left." You're, like,
Yeah.
doing something, you look up, it's like, "Ah, it's only been 5
It's
minutes."
only been five you look up, it's like let's say it's like 1 and you're like out at 2. You're like, it's like 1:05. You're like, fuck. The heck?
Like
Dude, now it's like, oh, we only got an hour left. Like that's
yeah.
it. Like when I'm off at 6 and it's 5 o'clock, I'm like, I only got an hour left.
Yeah.
And that'll be done before you know it, you
Yeah.
know?
It's crazy
You know?
'cause, us sitting here,
Mhm.
you could perceive the next minute way differently than I
Totally.
perceive it,
Totally.
but, like, it's says 60 seconds.
It's still
S standard.
60 seconds.
Yeah.
It's such an interesting. I mean, most things in life are subjective. Everyone has a different viewpoint of it.
Yeah, yeah.
But time is the one thing where it actually is one thing. Like time is finite. Like it's like always this is 60 seconds. Like this is
Yeah.
a minute.
Yeah.
But your perception of it just totally depends on what you're doing, who you are, where you are, and the factors that make you you. It's crazy.
Hey,
It's crazy. It's
you're
crazy.
kinda sounding like Doctor Strange right now.
I'm about to start
Yeah.
hitting up with the circle.
We got our intern here giving us some weekly, daily advice or a
Mhm,
little mantra, and we've been ranking
mhm.
the advice it's been giving us. You gave it a pretty high. I think the first
I
9.
did first 9 club last
Yeah,
week.
last
Yeah.
time. So this one, very on par with what we've been talking about,
Okay. Okay.
because you started off mentioning confidence
Yes.
and all of
Yeah.
that.
Mhm.
Intern here says confidence isn't something you wake up with one day. It comes from keeping promises to yourself. Every time you do something you said you were going to do, even something small, you build trust with yourself.
Okay.
Intern got a little deep right there.
Intern be speaking.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry,
So what you think about that?
bro. I think that's super fire advice from superficially.
Yeah.
Cause it has a lot of good buzzwords,
It
It has a
does.
lot of good buzzwords, bro. I can't lie
Yeah.
to you. It's a pretty buzzword.
Trust,
Trust, confidence,
confidence, promise. Yup.
promises. So there's a lot of good buzzwords in there that
Yeah.
make it seem like really good
Yeah.
advice. But do you really feel that every day? Like where you're like, I need to wake up and go to work. Like that's a promise that you keep to yourself. Like I gotta wake up and make breakfast. I gotta put my shoes on. I gotta get dressed. I gotta take a shower.
The thing is, I think like, do you make promises to yourself?
Bro, I mean, never. Like nothing's guaranteed, so I don't really make promises with myself like
I've
that.
like never really made a promise to myself. And I know this might not be like that might be taking it pretty literal,
Yeah, yeah,
but like I feel like I've never gotten confidence from like, okay, I'm gonna do this. I did it.
yeah. I've
Or like,
never.
cause I never really strive like that. I
I'm
don't
not
know.
like that. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'm unless. I mean, maybe some of you guys are,
Yeah,
which is
true.
kudos to you.
True. Yeah.
But I don't really. I don't think that's where I get my confidence from. I would say.
Where do you get your confidence from?
Who?
You were just born
That's
with
a
it, huh?
great
You were
question. Yeah,
born
I
with
was
it.
born with this shit, you
Yeah,
know?
I knew it. I knew it. I
No,
seen it.
I get my confidence from I always attribute this is that I get my confidence uh from
We
when I was a
we can
kid.
take notes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep, yep.
yeah. When I was a kid, I was a really shy kid. So,
I think everyone right here that listens that knows you just
yeah.
that's
No,
not true.
I was a really shy kid in like elementary school. And you know, once I broke out of my shell, I got comfortable. And I always tell people I get my confidence from knowing what it's like to be a shyer kid
Mm.
and then breaking out of that, you know? Cuz I
Mm.
know where that comes from. Um and I know what it feels like to be less shy, you know? So,
Mm.
I think my confidence just comes from that and just bro, I can't lie, confidence just comes from practice. Like, it's just, like, repetition of, you know, being in those scenarios and being okay with being uncomfortable and,
Mm.
you
Mhm.
know, honestly, not caring what other people think.
Mhm.
Just being yourself and true to yourself.
Yeah.
That's where it comes from, I think.
I
So,
like I like that.
I don't know necessarily if it comes from promises that you make with yourself,
Yeah.
but
Could, I guess, for
it
some
could.
people.
It
Yeah.
most definitely could,
Yeah.
but I don't think that's where I would say I get it from.
Okay, so what would you rate it? This episode.
Unfortunately, I think that's gonna get like a 5.5 for me.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
That's not
yeah.
bad. That's not bad.
It was very it's a lot of smoke, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah.
but not a lot of
Yeah.
fire,
I
you know?
for me,
Mhm.
I really liked what you said.
Okay.
So that probably lowered my rating
Okay, okay.
because I like what you said a lot
Uh-huh.
better. I
Okay.
think you beat intern this week.
Oh, shit, let's
Uh
go!
Intern got a little confident
I
last
know,
week. Yeah,
mama.
yeah.
Okay,
So I'm gonna give it a 4.8 because
okay.
yeah, I like what you said a lot
Oh, I
better.
appreciate that,
Yeah, I
bro.
like it.
Sweet, man.
Yeah.
Well, we hope that resonates with you guys this week or today or tonight, wherever this episode takes you. Once again, we're your Average Bros. I'm Miguel. He's Carrie, and thanks for listening to another episode of the Average Bros Podcast.